Hey people, Demon here, and today I'm reviewing Harley Quinn Season 2, Episode 7. And man, this one was an interesting one. By the way, spoiler alert coming up ahead, just in case you haven't watched it yet. Which you should have, it came out like 2 days ago or so. 2 days? Maybe. 3 days? I don't know. I don't know when I'm uploading this. Um, anyways. um, This was a very good one. It has two plot lines. It has a Batgirl and her father, or, a Batgirl and her father, Jim Gordon and his daughter. I forgot his daughter's name. What is the Batgirl's name in? Whatever. Doesn't matter. But it has Batgirl and her father, and Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. And, there's some implication there that, it's gonna be spicy in the future. Well, anyways, in this episode, we see Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy go to court, then get sentenced guilty and life in prison, which is basically a giant pit, a giant cave in this hole, in the middle of nowhere, and they're just stuck down there, doing whatever Bane says because he's the warden and the judge. And Two-Face is basically running the city now. And basically we get both of them dealt with, supposedly. Two-Face is in jail at this point. We don't know how long that's going to last. And Bane is supposedly dead, but we don't know for sure. I mean, they already did kill off the Penguin, so I guess they could kill off Bane. It wouldn't be too surprising, but we never saw the body, so we don't know for sure. And plus, it's Bane; he's a lot stronger than the Penguin. So they might come back at a later date. Who knows? And so might the Joker still. We still know that he's out there somewhere. But yeah, we see all that. Basically, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn break out of this hole. They get out. They get to the surface, and everything's cool. And they're talking about how much they love each other and stuff like that. And they end up kissing. It's like, oh my goodness, that's bad. Or good, I don't know. I mean, it does show something that's been in the comics for a while, or used to be in the comics. I don't know if it's still in the comics. But they did have a relationship for a bit there. But, but Poison Ivy is engaged. And now she's making out with Harley Quinn. And they're like, oh, what just happened? What do we do? I'm sure it's going to be one of those things where it's like, let's not talk about this again. Or maybe one of those things where she's like, hey, I can't quit you. I'm going to share my husband with you, I guess. Who knows what it's going to lead into. It's going to be weird. But I'm assuming it's going to be one of those things like, let's not talk about this. And eventually it's going to be brought up. If not, their feelings are going to show more and more for each other. And then they end up going to be doing something much more than just kissing. It's going to be very interesting. And Kite Man's eventually going to hear about this. And I think Kite Man's more of the guy that's going to be heartbroken, not the guy that's going to get revenge. But who knows? He might be talked into getting revenge. And at the end, he might be just like, no, Poison Ivy. Because Poison Ivy is like a bad person. Like a bad person to date, I guess. To be really honest. Like, we've seen her basically like say like, oh, I'm not dating Kite Man and stuff like that because she was embarrassed. Then finally she accepts him, and now she's kind of cheating on him. Maybe, who knows? She did a little bit, I guess. But that might just be like a one-time thing where it's like, let's not talk about this, and eventually it's going to be brought up again, for sure. Who knows by who? Probably Bane, I guess. Or Poison Ivy herself, or Harley Quinn. It will be very interesting. But yeah, I think Kite Man... He should actually grow a pair of balls and be like, Poison Ivy, you're a horrible person. First off, you said that you didn't want to hang around me because I'm not cool enough for you, so fuck you for that. Second off, you did a bunch of horrible things. You tried to hang out with Catwoman instead of me and sort of thing, and you denied marriage to me like 1,000 times before you actually accepted it because you were, I don't know, afraid or something, I guess. And then he's gonna be like, and last off, you fucking cheated on me, pretty much. So fuck yourself. And maybe he'll actually have a good moment for once. But I'm assuming he'll just cry and run away. and never talk to her again, or maybe talk to her again, but probably never get back together with her. And maybe maybe she and Harley will get together. Who knows at this point? But it's interesting. It's interesting. It is. Um, yeah, and then yeah, that whole debacle happened, and that's gonna be interesting to see the implications. What's gonna happen in the future with that? And then we have Jim Gordon and his daughter Batgirl. Finally, Jim Gordon's getting off his ass and becoming a good cop again, getting off of the beer and alcohol, I guess, in general, and going in and kicking Two Face's ass. That's pretty funny. And he's working with his daughter to save Gotham. And now we're getting back on track, and I'm pretty sure the next people, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, are going to have to fight. It's going to have to be Jim Gordon and his daughter. Maybe somebody else in there, I guess there could be, but who knows at this point. But yeah, it's getting pretty interesting, I will say that much. Let's wait and see what happens, I guess. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. Best way to keep up my content. Link down below to my Twitter. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace.
Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.